Hi guys, welcome back. Right, today we are doing the Pastella Horrenda Spiny Assassin Bugs Complete Care. We're going right from when you receive your little box of joy, your little baby assassin bugs, right up to your main enclosure. My tips, hints, everything I do to keep my assassin bugs basically healthy and breeding. So without any further ado, let's just get down to it. Right guys, so you've received your assassin bugs from me or another retailer. What's the next bit? Obviously these are nymphs, so I've already got some out so you can see. And the next stage is to set up a little enclosure. So what we've got here is a nice little tub, ventilation all around. What's in there is just a bit of topsoil. And now we're gonna add a few branches in. Just for them to climb on. Now assassin bugs molt upside down, a bit like mantis. So you need, say, a few branches in there so they've got stuff to hang and molt upside down on. Pretty simple setup. Next bit is to add the assassins themselves. So let's get a good look at these guys. As you can see, all their little abdomens are nice and fat. Right, for these ones, right, my advice is feed and feed and feed. Yeah, you don't want them going hungry. While they're at this side, they're at greater risk of cannibalism, so I usually feed them, say, twice a week. They dubia nymphs, really small crickets. They're all good. Spray it in there. You don't need a little water dish, not at this time. And as soon as they get a bit bigger, then we'll move on to the next enclosure. Right, this is my white spotted assassin enclosure. You can see one just down there. I think one's matured in there so far. So what we're gonna do is probably change this setup. I was thinking about it and I goes, oh, that looks all right, looks quite cool, but really I was just looking for someone to use this hide on. So what we're gonna do is turn it up as a breeding enclosure. But this is the sort of enclosure you want when they're adults. It's nice glass, can't climb glass. Vents in the back. This is another custom aquaria tank. As I say, I keep it misted in there. It's doing all right. But yeah. Right, now we lead on to this is my main breeding enclosure. So we have a good supply of adults in here, all under down. Now, as you see before, this is what I'm going to set up the white spot. It's a bit like a nice terrestrial enclosure. I've heard people have been having a few issues with them set up in the arboreal enclosures, but I get absolutely tons and tons of babies, so I'm not switching the way I keep them around. But if we go in there, you see all them little black dots. They're all eggs. The shiny little black dots. Obviously, even apart from that, we still have babies around. And then the adults. Awesome species. keep, and these breed like anything. So I keep my substrate damp. But as you can see, there's just eggs everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Now I add springtails as well. I don't know if you can quite spot any crawling about. But that helps because these guys can pen and ink a little bit. So the springtails are pretty much, and good husbandry, keeping them all nice and clean, getting rid of any carcasses or anything in there. But springtails will really knock the smell down, as you can see. See this one here, she had a bit of a funny molt, so her legs sort of bent back a bit, but she's still eating, feeding, breeding. They're pretty hardy bugs, to be honest. Now every few months I'll clean these out, I'll give them a deep clean. But the thing is, I don't throw away the sub. And why is that? Right guys, quick recap on what we've gone through. So we've got a little tub, you've received that. Nice little setup with all your little babies assassins in it. Until they're right, once they start getting a little bit bigger, then you obviously move into your main glass enclosure. But with these guys, feeding is your main concern. You want to keep these guys well fed, at least twice a week. The little tiny abdomens on there, I don't know if you can see one there, and nice and fat and juicy there. You want to keep them like that all the time until they get to about 1.5 centimeters. Then I found cannibalism sort of stops after that. So it's getting from this up to the main bit. Spraying them with water, just spray the sides of the tub, that's fine. They'll drink off that. Apart from that, just feed them. Once you get into your main glass enclosure and you want to start having some baby assassins, keep the substrate damp. I add springtails to mine, obviously. These guys can have a bit of a funny stink to them, but adding springtails and good husbandry, make sure you get in there and take out any carcasses and other stuff in there, and the smell sort of goes away. The springtails have helped thingy. I can't even smell them anymore since I've added springtails. They used to pen and ink really bad. But I still clean out the sub probably once every 4 months. I have a deep clean of the whole enclosure and then add new substrate. Obviously then I put my pay dirt in the other tub. Any more eggs in there, they're gonna come out and produce, well, the eggs that hatch and we'll get more babies. So apart from that, these are probably the easiest bugs to keep. They're awesome feeders. Feeding day is really awesome. So what I do, especially with the adults, you just get a tub of large crickets and watch them chase them down, and yeah, it's quite good where they're fighting over food and stuff. Awesome bugs to keep. So apart from that, I think we've covered all the care. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below or send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram. I'll be able to help you out, no worries. Apart from that, in the description below, as normal, we've got Amazon Influence, my storefront on there, Instagram, Facebook, and Exotic Pets Enclosure Design links. So apart from that, thank you very much for watching, guys. I shall see you later. Always remember, comment down below, thumbs it up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, boo, 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 so you get notified for every new video that's coming up. Don't cost you a penny, but it means a lot to me. Apart from that, I shall see you later.